what's been happening on the India-Canada front? You know, there has been an explosive, if that's the explosive kind of, you know, report, if that's the right word to use, that has been put out by the New York Times, which in fact has now put out right there, you know, what we in fact have been discussing in the newsrooms, that it is in fact the United States that gave intel to Canada. You know, the Five Eyes alliance, of course, you know, which this was pretty much expected. But what's really been, you know, kind of surprising is that it's not exactly surprising. Well, you know, the fact that how United States has been kind of, you know, saying that we are friends with India and, you know, India means a lot to us, and then, you know, kind of indulging in these acts. But, you know, of course, the question also is that is the US looking at India as a client state? Well, of course, you know, I think the short answer to that would be no, because India would never indulge in any of such acts. We are a thriving democracy. We are, you know, thriving economy. So, you know, of course, you know, a lot of things. I'll just take a quick, you know, I'll just tell our viewers quickly what exactly has happened. So for the benefit of those who don't know what exactly has been happening at the India-Canada front, well, all hell broke loose after Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau accused India of, in fact, he stated that India is reportedly involved in the killing of Khalistani terrorist Nijjar. That is what, in fact, Justin Trudeau said. And since then, there have been a lot of activities, a lot of developments per se that have taken place. India has also taken certain actions, which includes cancelling the visa for Canadians, or you know, making Justin Trudeau understand in the language that he understands, perhaps. And, you know, there have been many other people who have also reacted on it. And now the US, particularly the part that the US has played, in fact, is something that that isn't, you know, now that this information has come out, it isn't surprising given the kind of statements that the United States has been giving, you know, telling India to cooperate with the Canadian authorities when it comes to the, you know, kind of giving out details, you know, vis-a-vis this case. So, Nancy, you know, as I said, there are no friends and there are no foes when it comes to when it comes to these things. But then still, I think it has just exposed the United States. You know, what would you say?
Well, definitely. You know, when we are talking about the India-Canada row, all the world leaders, everybody, you know, whether it's US, whether it's Australia, they have all come out and said to India that we are urging you to cooperate into the probe, look into it. We are not supporting anybody, we are not taking sides, and that is what the stand of US has always been. You know, from the start of the matter, they have said that, you know, we need you guys to cooperate, we need you guys to get to the crux of the matter and come out with a solution. But we also have to understand that, you know, US and India ties are important, but US and Canada ties are also important. You know, they are part of that Five Eyes and G7, but India has a strong strategic, you know, defense ties, strategic ties, trade ties with India as well that US does not want to risk. And you know, if I talk about India, US's stance here, Anthony Blinken, you know, the White House secretary, he came out and he said that we are not going to take any sides. We are just urging India to come up with a peaceful talks. They, you know, they sit down together, they get into the matter, because we don't want to take sides. We don't want the, you know, India-Canada relations to be worsened than ever. And I understand, you know, we have to also understand that US on a global map right now, Russia and China are eyeing US. Russia and China have been trying to create a wedge between India and West so that they can side with us, because India is an important partnership. That is what we have been discussing in the show for so long, that, you know, this new India that we are talking about, it's not going to get overpowered by international alliances. That is not going to happen anymore, because you know, India is an independent country. We have put our stand very firmly, and in the India-Canada row as well, we have given it back every time. Whether it's expelling the, you know, top diplomats, whether it's with the visas, whether it's cancelling the OCI cards, whether NIA going ahead and, you know, creating a proper, you know, targeting the Khalistani terrorist everywhere.
Well, targeting, I don't know if targeting is the right word, but for sure, you know, I think this was long due. This would have been done long back. And the fact of the matter is, Nancy, as we were discussing, that everything, we completely understand that everything is transactional on the world stage. Expecting morality and friendship, perhaps, you know, when nations are involved, if I may say, would be stupid.